Facebook Friday! Hello everybody, I hope you have had an amazing week. So this week I want to talk to you about failure. There has been a constant stream of messages around failing coming at me over the last week, so I always take that as a sign. Things like failing is good, failing is important, failing is the absolute precursor to success, embrace failure. And so I thought I'd talk about this because I'm sure lots of you have a relationship with failure that doesn't necessarily serve you. So we come through an education system which conditions us from a very young age that pass equals good and fail equals bad. So by the time, hey guys, by the time we get out into the real world at 17, 18, we've got these really firm beliefs around what failing means. And normally those beliefs are failing is bad. So on Saturday, I was up in Singapore at a Tony Robbins event called UPW. And on Saturday night, he brought Pitbull out onto the stage. So Pitbull's a worldwide singer, bit of a dude, and he was telling us his story and how he came from a place where he most probably was not set up to succeed. And he said that failure is the mother of all success. He said there is no way I would ever be standing on this stage in front of all of you guys sharing my story if I hadn't failed massively, if I hadn't stuffed it up, if I hadn't fucked it up, if I hadn't fallen over, if I hadn't made a fool of myself. And that we need to really start embracing failure so much more than what we do, because it is the absolute precursor to huge success. So he said there were three things for him around failing. Admit that you failed, own it so that you're able to get the lessons, step into it, lean into it. Don't run away and shy away from it. Secondly, he said learn from it. There is such valuable knowledge that comes from stuffing something up. We now know how not to do it. But if we don't accept failure as a good thing, we potentially won't get the lessons. And thirdly, move forward. Let it go. Take the learning. Get on with it. And then yesterday I was listening to a clip that I put onto my Facebook page, my business page, from Will Smith. And Will Smith, I just love him. He is such a dude. And he was saying he's got three things around failure, which is fail early, fail often, and fail forward. So this week, all of these messages from all these different people who are hugely successful saying embrace failure. So my challenge for you this week, if you choose to accept it, is examine your beliefs around failure. Examine your relationship with failure. Do you do things to avoid ever being in a position to fail? I mean, I know I absolutely did in my 20s and early 30s. If I thought that I might fail wildly, I would really consider or reconsider doing whatever that thing was. My own personal experience was I had really strong pain connections around failure, and so I've had to do a lot of stuff to reframe that and make it different. So examine your own beliefs, see what comes up, and if your beliefs around failure do not encourage you to have huge success, work on the beliefs around failure. I trust that that is useful. I hope that you all have an amazing week. Sean Lowe, thank you so much for noticing that I didn't do Facebook Friday last week. I love you, sweetheart. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.